Dr. P here with July 2018 messages. As always, thank you so much for taking your time to join me on a monthly basis to keep updated. Hopefully you enjoyed those great pictures and the song by Earth, Wind and Fire. The song is Fantasy, released in 1993. Alright, let's dive into our messages. We do have a new student enrollment process beginning this school year. However, before I jump into the details, you can, over the summer, stop into the school offices and complete a registration packet. So I would encourage you to do that now to avoid the rush and to be ahead of the game, take care of your business. However, if you want to come on these certain dates, you can do so. So pre-K, pre-kindergarten students, we have specific dates for those parents and students to come in to enroll. For pre-kindergarten students, the dates are Tuesday, July 17th and Wednesday, July 18th. The times for both those days, 9 a.m. through 12 p.m. or 4 p.m. through 7 p.m. Meet us in the library building, computer lab. We'll have signage all around and we will guide you. If you're Espanol or English, we will guide you. And again, that is for, those dates are for pre-kindergarten students and parents. Now if you have kids in kindergarten through 12, we have a different registration dates. They are, this is again for kindergarten through 12, Tuesday, July 24th and Wednesday, July 25th. The times, 9 a.m. through 12, 4 p.m. through 7 p.m. Again, in our library building, in the computer lab, we will have signage up and we will have guidance in English or Spanish. Please bring the following items for enrollment: your birth certificate, or your child's birth certificate, excuse me, or baptism certification, immunization record, proof of residence, that can come in many forms: a rental bill, a mortgage bill, a utility bill, and tribal registration document if that's appropriate for you. Alright, let's transition into a positive statement, something to think about, maybe insert into your character, making you a better person. The time is always right to do right, by the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The time is always right to do right. So don't forget, or forget about the past. If you made some mistakes, again, the time is always right to do right. Alright, let's transition and talk about our school district bond. The vote is November 6, 2018. We're asking for $19.9 million, no frills, just the basic needs. The bond will cover new buildings, new technology, and district office renovations. Our buildings are in really bad shape. As one of the primary leaders here, I am just beside myself of the conditions of our classrooms. No kid should be in our classrooms in the current state they are. We're doing the best to keep things clean, to keep things organized, to keep decent furniture in here, but we need to finally transition into the 21st century. So I encourage you to come see me, ask a lot of questions. I will give you nothing but the facts. You can take that home with you. I'll give you some handouts, but this is very critical, this November 6, 2018 vote. We have bond informational meetings coming up. We ask that you attend one or all, ask many questions. The first one is Thursday, August 30th, 6 p.m. The next one, Thursday, September 27th, 6 p.m. And the last one is Wednesday, October 10th, 6 p.m. all in our governing boardroom in the library building. Again, please attend, ask many questions so you are fully educated. Educate yourselves, please. Do not get caught up out there with that social media or hearsay. Come in and get the facts. I will even meet you at your house. I'll meet you at Circle K, wherever. I want to give you the facts and educate you so you can make a good decision. Also, I have a separate video beyond this on our website that specifically just talks about the bond in a neutral fashion. Alright, we all agree that at the end of the educational rainbow, as I like to call it, when I talk to everybody, we need what's best for our kids. Most people say we need what's best for our kids, so I'll vote yes. Some will say we need what's best for our kids, but, and here's their buts, and I want to clean these up. The first but or what if is Well, out of the taxes that the businesses pay, which is 98%, 2% the residents cover, which is very low, 98% the businesses cover. Out of that 98%, 76% is covered by our power plant out here, which is mostly controlled by SRP. And the hang up with these but/what if people is, well, what if SRP doesn't pay their taxes? Because in the statute it does say that SRP is a municipality, a quasi-government. The statute says they can voluntarily pay taxes. So we did our homework. Since 1964, since SRP has been in the state of Arizona, which is just over 54 years, they have always paid their taxes, that voluntary tax. And it would be a PR nightmare if they didn't. That would mean they don't support communities, they don't support schools. Say for example, this is the first time for them, they come back and say, we're not going to pay the tax here in Halo Bend. So we did the math. Now the residents go from paying $1 more a year for our bond to $2. So yeah, it is an increase and it stinks a little bit, but not the end of the world. And then lastly, we're going to meet with SRP face to face late July and ask them point blank, do you plan on paying the voluntary tax? And we'll let you know. So I ask you not to get caught up in what ifs and buts. The second what if and but, our bonding window is 24 million. Our bonding capacity is 24 million. We were only asking for 19.9 because we are considerate of our taxpayers. And again, we're getting our basic needs. That bonding capacity is going to drop, however, though, because SRP is buying up the units out there. So in about a year and a half, it's going to go from 24 million to 14.9 million. Then when they buy the final unit, it's going to go from 14.9 million to 6 million. So our window is closing as far as our bonding capacity, and we have to do things now. And the last what if / but, well, if the school passes the bond, they're going to take up all the bonding capacity, so now the town can't get streets and infrastructure. That's not true. The school has a separate bonding capacity, and the town has a separate bonding capacity. Our bonding capacity is just over 24 million right now. The town's bonding capacity, I don't have the true numbers, it's around 20 million. So there's two separate bonding capacities, school and town. So we're just utilizing 19.9 out of 24 million, and the town will eventually go up for their bond. Then I get a few other people saying, well, okay, that's great, you guys get your monies. Now when we go out, that's another tax to the citizens. And that's true. The sacrifice here is if we're going to move to town, meaning infrastructure, roads, etc., and the school district, which is the pulse of the community, we have to make a sacrifice, and that's in the form of taxes. So that's at the end of the education rainbow. We want to take care of our kids, and it has to be done through a sacrifice, and that sacrifice is a tax. Think about it. When our kids graduate here with the best facilities, the best education, the best technology, and so forth, they reinvest back into our community. If we don't do anything about this, they're going to leave the community and not come back and reinvest. And the town's going to go down, the school's going to go down further and further and further. Let's get out of this mediocrity mud, please. So again, the sacrifice is more taxes, not a lot, compared to Metro Phoenix. We got to do this for our kids, please. So come in and get educated, please. All right, let's transition to GBUSD, July, August, dates to save. July 4th, this July 4th, I will be here on our football field. As you know, every 4th of July, the town of Halo Bend has their annual fireworks. So I want to be present with our new physical model. It's a layout, a physical model layout, which you can visually see, of how everything's going to look, our new buildings, district office, so forth. It's a really cool thing. I want you to see it. Also, we're going to have 3D glasses available, so you can do a virtual view. That's going to be really cool also. And other bond information we can leave you with. So please stop by the football field. I'll be there starting at 6 p.m. July 4th. Looking forward to a great fireworks show. I believe it's around 9 p.m. But I want to spend some time with you, answer your questions, show you things, etc. July 11th, Governing Board meeting, 5 p.m. Special start time for July, 5 p.m. in our Governing Board room in the library building. August 1st, our first governing board meeting for August, 6 p.m., library building, governing board room. August 3rd, meet your teacher. August 3rd, meet your teacher. That's a Friday, 6 p.m. in Logan Auditorium. Be there or be square. August 7th, first day of school, 7:30 a.m. start time. Be on time. August 14th through 24th, benchmark testing, where we one of many benchmarks throughout the year to see where the kids are at. It's always critical that kids are in school each and every day, on time, with food in their belly, so they have that energy to think. But especially for benchmark testing, ask them at home to just put in their best effort. We're going to encourage them on our side. Those are the July-August events. Lastly, I want to close with Southwest Behavioral Services. That's a resource out there for us. Kathy Vila, 480-848-4662. Use this resource. It's in Goodyear. If your kid is having issues with talk of suicide, which is a big thing lately, anger, social interactions, cutting, and other developmental concerns. Kathy Vila, Southwest Behavioral Services in Goodyear, 480-848-4662. Alright, positive parenting. One of the best habits you can teach your child is the habit of goal setting. The best news, you can start this immediately over the summer. Keep it simple. Let's say up to 3 goals. Maybe set one for health and wellness, another for personal growth, and a third one for something they are passionate about. The benefits of goal setting are: build self-confidence, focus energy in a positive direction, builds a track record, meaning memories of success, tends to keep one focused on the future rather than the past, and less likely, and I love this statement, less likely to get distracted by drama and the garbage of life. We're tired of all this garbage out there. Let's keep kids focused on the positive and their futures. This will do it for the July messages. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a happy July. We'll see you back here in August.